Now it should be live. So here we are, another episode of WearTesters Trash Talk. It's been a long time coming, but we're finally here. And today we're going to be talking about two sneakers. We're going to be talking about the Adidas Harden 1 that leaked. And then we're also going to be talking about the CP3.X that also pictures have surfaced of it. And here's the deal. We're going to have you guys on the show like last time. So if you want to be on the show, you have to put your email in the chat when we ask you to, and then it'll just be random and boom, we'll send it to you. Now make sure you have a microphone and headphones. Usually the headphones have a mic, but for sure got to have headphones because you don't want feedback. And also have some lighting. Okay, so we don't want to just see your black face. But there's Nightwing.
Well, unless they're naturally
I didn't go there, but you did.
if they're naturally dark skinned, then we can't hate on them. You know, that's messed up.
Anyways, so yeah, if you want to be on the show and talk directly with us, boom, that's how you do it. Let's get our initial thoughts out of the way. And let me get a photo up of the Harden 1. Now, let's see here. There's a couple photos. They're not very good photos, though. All right, here we go.
Which shoe are we talking about first?
The Harden 1.
Harden 1, okay.
Now I'm going to share my screen.
Do you think they're going to call it the Harden 1? Because that just sounds funny. Harden 1?
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Yeah, you are the Harden 1. That's what she said. So,
right.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what they're calling it, but there it is.
Yeah.
Now,
get up the one with the white toe, because that one looks way better, man.
This one was the one that first came out, and people, they killed it. And I was actually surprised because I thought the whole white on white Curry thing was stupid. Like why people were roasting the white on white Curry thing? They're just white Curries. It didn't make any sense. And then so when they started roasting this, I was like, oh well, at least they're not completely 100% biased. But the thing about this is I think that this is such an early wear test sample that it's not going to look anything like this. It'll look somewhat like it, like the overall silhouette or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I think that this is just, the materials are going to be way different. I think they're going to slim down the padding, because look at the padding on those. Whew.
Well, I don't know, because I mean, when we were at the level 3 thing in Vegas, they had us put on whatever those, like, you know, where like your phone is in it, like,
yeah, I guess VR.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but so it's like one of those things, and like you could look around and stuff, but like the visuals were so grainy that like that was the shoe, but the white toed one, you know, with the red lining,
right?
So and I remember tweeting out like directly after that, being like, oh, they look like reminiscent of his Crazy Light Boost 2.5 and the Converse Wade 1s. So, and that's what they look like. Technically, just this blackout colorway makes them look like a mix between like a Croc and like a work shoe, like a non-slip bottom, you know, like you'd see like somebody wearing at a like the Spaghetti Factory or something.
Restaurant.
Yeah. So but you know,
there's no depth to this. That's what I'm saying. There's no depth to this. Like, look at the front. It looks like an unfinished. This, I don't know what this is. Like I said, I think that this is such an early like wear test thing that they're just like, here, try the traction, try the cushion, and
well, I think the thing is that almost all wear test samples are all black like that, especially from the major brands like the Nike, Jordan, and Adidas. Yep. So this is a prime example of colorways doing the shoe either a favor or a disservice, and in this case, it's kind of a disservice. So,
right now, here's the other colorway that I'm gonna show you guys right there. Yeah, super grainy picture.
See, that's the same exact shoe, and they look okay to me.
This also looks like a very. It looks like the next step, but I would be shocked if the shoe came out and it looked like. Look at the front; it's so bad.
That's the way that it's looking though, and it's because it's a one piece, and so you're not seeing the definition of it being like a 3-dimensional object in your hand.
Right,
You
but
know, 'cause it makes the front look so boxy and like weird. It reminds me of like an old T-Mac.
it's not the shape that it does actually kind of remind of me of a T-Mac, another Adidas shoe, but the front, it's not the shape that bothers me. It's it looks like just someone wrapped rubber around, like a
Uh,
thin layer of rubber on
that's
it, like, and not like in a, like, it's not like Adidas did it. It's like some dude
yeah,
took the shoe
like
and was like, I'm a put,
plastic dip or something.
yeah, or like dipped it into like something really weird. That's just, it just looks so odd. The back is fine, you know.
Mhm.
The laces are
That,
kind of weird. I think the crazy explosive laces would look better, you know, the thicker ones.
well, the asymmetrical, or I don't even call this asymmetrical because it's like off to the side, so it's like very shake and destruct like the old Rodmans.
Yeah.
And then that's supposed to give you like unparalleled fit and lockdown. And then you have what looks to be almost an independent toe cap, which I wouldn't mind because that allows for protection and plenty of mobility up at the forefoot, especially if you're a forefoot player like Harden. And then the back half of the shoe, the black sections, are supposed to be a prime knit with fuse overlays in stress areas, which would be like the eye stays and everything. So I think it's going to be a good performing shoe. You can even see in the back of the picture where the tooling is just laying on the floor or the table or whatever it is, that there's a channel cut out. The entire medial side
Is
is,
exposed.
yeah, it's all exposed
Yeah,
boost.
I have
So,
that photo too. I
yeah.
mean, here's the photo of it being exposed. Let me get it up. Screen sharing. There you go. There it is. And here you could actually see some of the branding there.
Yeah,
13.
you can see the knit. You
You
can
can see
see
the knit and see
rubber
the toe. Okay, so the toe. Okay, so yeah, right. It look, so is there prime knit underneath that?
Yeah.
It looks like, okay, see. That's interesting. Okay, so if this is how it's gonna be, I think that's cool for like outdoor use.
Yeah. Well,
But it
I
might
think
feel weird.
I agree, and it's something like I remember the 2010 Air Jordan was a little bit funny at first, and before that was the Soldier threes, and those took some break-in time too. So, you know, but it was a feature that I really enjoyed on both of those models, so I assume I will enjoy it here. So, this is actually a shoe that I could see you playing in if the boost feels the way that you prefer boost to feel instead of the firm stuff.
Right. Let me talk about that. So Adidas has a really good basketball lineup this year. So they have the explosive, crazy explosive, the Rose 7, and the Crazy Light Boost 2016. That's like their 3 ones. I still confused as to like why the Lillard 3 is so kept under wraps. But anyways, those 3 models are really good. I'm not denying it. But the Rose 7 and the Crazy Light Boost 2016, the cushion setups, they totally juked me out. And first it was the Crazy Light Boost. That was the first one that came out. And I thought, oh my God, this is going to be great because they got boost right in the Rose 6. That was the first time we were like, yeah, boost in a basketball. This is it right here. Because before the Rose 5, you didn't really feel it. And so I thought, at least, I was like, yo, the Crazy Light Boost 2016 is going to be crazy. I liked how they looked. And I was like, yo, and then I got it. And it was just kind of like, it took the best quality of boost out of it, but it still gave you impact protection. It was still responsive, but boost, it didn't. They should call this absorb because that's all it does. It doesn't boost you. And I don't get it.
That's only
me.
That's only if you're taking the name boost literally.
No, right. But
you know what I mean?
No, I know.
Because zoom doesn't make you go zoom. You know, and
no, it doesn't. But
and
boost,
max air doesn't make you fly or anything like that. So it's like, you know, to me that's irrelevant. If anything, it shows the versatility of the boost material, that it doesn't always have to be so unstable. You know, you can have it be a low profile, really protective cushion, which is in those original displays where you drop the ball on EVA and then on boost and it would just sit there and then bounce. Like that's the thing, is that this material is able to absorb all of this energy and then it can also deflect it. You know, it's almost like that's a bonus feature. So
I'm just it juked. I think I wouldn't have such a strong reaction if I was like I wasn't expecting. I was expecting it to really be like some not as bouncy as the Rose 6, but you know, it was the Rose 6 and the Crazy Light Boost 2016 are like totally different cushion experiences. But then the Crazy Explosive does have that boost that I like, and it actually boosts you. It feels, and honestly, that shoe should have just been called Ultra Boost basketball. I think that would have gave it a name, and people would have been like, I love my Ultra Boost. Like normal people that don't like play basketball a lot, they're like, oh, I love my Ultra Boost when I run. There's a basketball version of it. I thought that would have been a smart thing to do.
Exactly. I would have named that the Ultra Boost BB. Just because,
yeah, like the BB or the BK
like,
or whatever.
It would have been
have it your way, but
it would have been dope.
No, seriously, they should have, because I'm telling you, like a runner would have been like, oh, I haven't played basketball in a while, and a lot of runners, they just don't like basketball shoes. Like,
they just hoop in their runners.
Yeah, they just hoop in their runners. Like they literally crap on basketball shoes. Oh, they're too this or too big or too bulky. If they just called it the Ultra Boost basketball, I think a lot of runners would have been like, oh, I'll get these. And, you know, instead of just going straight to the treadmill, if you're going to 24 and just using the treadmill, you know what you're really doing there. You're going there to meet somebody, because you could just run outside. You don't have to pay a membership.
Some people don't have cartilage in their knees, and they need
That's true, but
to run on a treadmill.
I'm just saying. Anyways, so let's talk about the traction. I got a photo of the traction here.
That's we just published that stuff. Oh yeah, that too. Well, actually, the traction looked a little different, or maybe it was just the color, because we just published that on WearTesters not too long ago.
You see the heel?
Yeah, that's the thing.
It looks like someone put a bunch of Kobe logos in a kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
But
his logo in general reminds me of the old Kobe stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, so it is the same traction. But here, I'm gonna get you a link.
The thing I think that this looks really cool, but I think that
post those other pictures on the other link, because those ones have the boost inside too.
Which one?
I just sent it to you in the chat. In our messenger thing.
Stuff.
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah. What do you want? What do you want this stuff for?
Just put those images instead of this, because it gives you the traction and that full boost midsole. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, this.
Yes, that traction looks weird as hell.
Reminds
me of the Kobe 6 a little bit, but not as good.
Right, the front looks a little bit like the Kobe 6. But the thing is, to this, I think that it can't be. It can either be durable, or it and not be so good, or not durable and be really good. I don't see it being both. Do you know what I mean by that?
Honestly, I don't see this being durable.
No, I know. I'm not saying it's going to be.
Outside especially.
But if the rubber compound is super hard and durable, I think that the traction won't be good. Do you get that?
Indoors or outdoors?
Yeah, indoors. Indoors, I mean.
It depends. I think
that's just the way I see it.
Yeah, because I've played in some stuff that's got a real firm rubber, and it's worked out really well. But I think it's really going to come down to the rubber compound. It doesn't look like so far that they're using Continental, but I mean, we don't really know yet.
Right.
So
have you taken your Crazy Light Boost 2016s with Continental rubber outdoors?
I've never had a problem indoors or outdoors with my Crazy Lights.
But you've taken them outdoors?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have the white pair that doesn't have Continental rubber.
Yeah, you slip a little bit?
They suck.
Oh.
And then the Rose 7s traction, I've actually been balling outdoors with those. And I told you, I almost blew out my knee.
Yeah.
It's only the inside, the medial toe, where if you're planting on there so hard, you're done.
Is that where it comes together super tight? Because there's sections of it.
You're done.
Yeah.
It slips every time. And It's dangerous. And here's the thing. I think it's a combination of how the traction actually works outdoors, but also the surfaces you play. Some outdoor courts are different surfaces than others. So when I play on gravel is usually more slippery. Then in one shoe, and it doesn't work on gravel, then you play on like a tennis court type thing, and that works a little bit better because obviously tennis, right? But the Rose 7 on both surfaces, I played in a tennis court surface last night. It was just terrible. So that it's a bummer because we don't have a lot of traction setups that work well outdoors. And even if the rubber compound is durable, sometimes it still doesn't work well outdoors. But this stuff, I'll put it back up on the screen. Adidas isn't really known for, I mean, they're using Continental rubber, but only in the Crazy Light.
Yeah, so the reason for the Continental rubber use is it's a little confusing because on the Ultra Boost, they say it's for durability, but then in terms of their
actual traction.
Well, yeah, in terms of their actual basketball product line, they say that it's for tackier traction because you take a tire to a road and, you know, they are supposed to grip better than standard rubber. So it's kind of contradictive almost, but
I don't buy
it. I just think it's very confusing. You know what I mean? Because it could go either way. It could be durable and it could also grip better. So, but again, it just depends on the surface because I've played on multiple courts in the same shoe, and I'm sure you have too, and you still get different results. You know what I mean? Whether the traction be good or bad.
Except in the Rose. The Rose was kind of good in anywhere I did it, except outdoors.
The Rose 7s?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're playing in the Prime Knit ones, right?
Yeah, and that has a translucent thing, which I've been a big thing about. I think it's a myth that translucent outsoles.
No, it's not. But I've been playing in the same shoe, and I have not had any issues. However, when I think about it, I've never had issues with Adidas's translucent rubber because I played in the what were they called? The Lillard 2s, but with the boost bottom.
Yeah, they're just called Lillard 2.
Is it the 2.5 or something?
No, it's just 2s, and it has a different thing.
Okay, well, whatever that is, I got the gray pair, and then the bottom is straight up clear rubber, like that bluish rubber. Those things, not only are they good, but they didn't fall apart like my bright yellow ones. Remember how those ones the bottom's just shredded?
Your bright yellow Lillards?
No, Crazy Lights. My bad.
Oh, okay, right.
Remember because they use the same tooling.
Okay, and so that's what I mean, right.
My Crazy Light 2015 bottoms got toast in like a week.
Right.
And
that
then
was really bad, right?
Yeah, and then these Lillards, not only does the clear rubber stick like crazy, but it's still there. Like, it's just weird. So I think Adidas has better rubber compound for translucent stuff than Nike and Jordan. I
mean, the latest Nike shoe that I've had with translucent was the Hyper Dunk, and that was fine. Actually, it was actually good.
Yeah, no, mine were good too. And
was it translucent?
Yep, the low top one.
Good. And then the Kobe, which was up in the air. You had problems with it. I didn't. I think we agreed that it had to do with just the way you.
11.
Yeah, the Kobe 11.
But I played in the EM with solid rubber, and those were fantastic.
Those were good. Okay, so it might be translucent. I didn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I think it really depends. I think that when you have translucents that are more slick than others or don't have as much tack, I think that your heavy-footedness of a player comes into play much more than if it were just a standard solid rubber. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, so cool. So let's get someone in the chat right now. Put your email into the chat room. You'll get an email from me. It's going to be the first to join. So you get on it, put your email through the chat. And while you guys are doing that, let's think, what do you think this is going to cost? Because Adidas has been killing it with the value, right? So it's been,
well, what's the Lillard at? 105?
105 is the Lillard. It's probably going to go up.
And then the Crazy Lights with the Harden branding are what? 130?
You pay more for the Harden branding?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It's stupid.
But anyway, whatever. It's 130 is the regular price, I think.
Hold on, let me double check because I think the
Might be
crazy light.
125.
Yeah, I think the crazy light is 120, and I think the Lillard.
Oh, that sounds right.
The Harden branding is the
That sounds
130.
right.
So if this is yeah, okay, yeah, so it's 130 and 120. So
Okay.
130s are the Harden versions. And that's not even his logo, he said, that's just his number. So it's like really lame that they charge $10 for a number.
That's
on
crazy.
Okay, so I think that his Harden one shoe will retail no more than 135.
135?
No
Just
more.
round it up. How about 140?
No.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I'm serious
Wait.
because we're talking 105 for a Lillard. So
right, but that's okay, right. The Lillard is an anomaly though. The Lillard 2 at least, because remember the Lillard 1 was pretty bad. It looked good. I like the way it looked, but it was pretty bad performance-wise, and that was what, $95?
Yeah, but I'm just saying though is that this shoe comparably is more comparable to the Crazy Light than any other of their shoes, right?
Right.
The you know, the contained boost, full length, blah blah blah, all this stuff, low top.
I get your logic, but
yeah, so I think it'll be
go ahead.
I know. I just think it'll be no more than 135.
No, I get that logic, but like we know, these companies don't really go by logic, especially Adidas. But they paid him so much money. I'm just
but he's under contract for a long time, dude.
No, I get it. I could see it being 135 or less. I think it'll be 140 because like they might be using the logic of Rose, who isn't as all-star, is 140, but then we have this all-star who's really popular. He's marketable. He's got the beard. We can make money. We could get away with it being 140, 150. That would be atrocious. It would be terrible. I wouldn't enjoy it, but I'm saying Adidas, I could see Adidas using that logic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I still don't see it go. I honestly think it'll be between 130 and 135. I personally would not pay 150 or 140 for a Harden shoe, but maybe a Harden fan would. So, you know, I think it just depends.
I'm still shocked that Harden's getting that money from Adidas, and B, you know, he's a really good player, don't get me wrong, but a signature shoe type player, usually signature shoe type players are guys who are, you know, like they don't just have to be elite talent, but they almost have to be transcendent talent, especially when you have a signature sneaker with the major companies.
Not anymore, though.
No, I know not anymore.
Everybody's got a sig now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But Adidas is still Adidas. And so, and Nike is Nike. So like, it would be kind of like would Nike give a shoe, a signature shoe to Harden if he was on the team? What do you think?
No. Okay. They gave it to Kyrie. Yeah, they gave it to Kyrie.
They did give it to Kyrie, but before Kyrie, like if they were in the boardroom, like who do we give it to? And Kyrie didn't have a signature.
I would have given
Kyrie win every time.
Yeah, I would have given one to Kyrie over Harden for sure.
That's what I'm saying. So, you almost have to be transcendent talent. It used to be that way. Now it's different, of course, because all the small companies are giving, you know, signatures to everyone. I mean, Matthew Dellavedova has a signature, which is just like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I hope China enjoys that shoe.
The allure of having a sig model is no longer like a thing anymore. You know, I feel like almost everybody can get one. As far as like being a signature athlete for Harden, I think it all comes down to marketability, and I don't think Nike knew what to do with Harden and his playing style because he pretty much lives at the free throw line. That's not really something to market, you know. So other than his beard, which is more of a lifestyle thing, you know, Kyrie's the go-to. Like, you got the moves, you got the juke, you can design a shoe after that, you know what I mean? So they try to, Adidas anyways, tries to push the product design-wise to the public in the same sense, being like, oh yeah, Harden plays on his toes, this, that, and the other. But I mean, he's not the fastest guy, you know what I mean? And he doesn't like do things the way that a typical point guard does, like a Westbrook or a Chris Paul or a Kyrie. So you know, I think that they kind of, we'll see how the sales go. I mean, I'm not saying that Harden shouldn't have a signature, just saying like we'll see. He's not the same caliber of point guard as the rest.
So I sent Brian an invite. Hopefully he got it and he's joining. You got a couple minutes before I send out another invite. But so yeah, Harden's getting his signature. I mean, look, Adidas this year has earned the right for us to be like, oh, it's gonna, anything that they leak is, we're gonna assume is gonna perform good because they had such a good year so far with the crazy explosive and stuff. But design wise, I think I don't know, like it's weird because the Lillard 3, they have to have something for the Lillard 3, right?
What
already.
do you mean?
Like they know they have the Lillard 3 made already. It's done. That's what I'm saying. And that hasn't leaked.
Yeah.
So I feel like this leak really bit them in the ass and they got roasted. So, you know, I don't know how they can. So it's weird because they controlled the Lillard 3. Well, no leaked whatsoever. And then the Harden 1 leaked and it wasn't a good look. Like sometimes people leak stuff intentionally.
Yeah, but maybe because this is Harden's first shoe versus his third, so people are more excited for this one. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. All right, I'm sending an invite to Elizar Die. I'm sending a chat invite to you. So hopefully you get it so we can get someone in here, see what you guys think about the Harden 1 from Adidas. Let me get the photo back up. But out of the 3 Adidas models right now, which one do you like the most?
Out of the 3 Boost models?
Yeah.
For on court, you mean?
Yeah.
The explosive.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I would have guessed for you, crazy light.
No, I was assuming that you know, that I would like the crazy light more, but no, I like the explosive the best.
All right. What you don't have the TechFit version, right?
No, I don't. The spandexy kind?
No, you don't. I'm interested to see that one. Cuz it's 125, right?
I don't know. I think they're 130. Or man, I don't know. Stanley has them. So I don't have
them. So no one's getting these chat invites. You guys gotta. Okay, here's one guy who just put in his email, and I'm gonna invite him. That's 2 invites that went out that we didn't get a response back. Hopefully this doesn't fall flat on our faces. But
and nobody wants to join this time.
Well, people are sending their emails. It's just they're not getting.
Well, they're not. Are they getting the invites or?
I'm sending them. So you know, just trying to fill in this conversation here. Who wants to join the chat? All right, I'm sending one to Matt W4455. You're getting a chat invite. Boom, sent. Check your inbox. But yeah, the crazy explosive is my favorite.
Yeah, that's mine too. So
out of the 3,
I can't wait for the lows. The lows are going to be fire.
So wait, why is the crazy explosive your favorite out of the 3? Is it just based on just the cushion?
The cushion, the materials, and the traction. They've kind of got like everything. You know what I mean?
Well, the best traction is the Rose 7 out of those 3.
Yeah, but the crazy explosive is no slouch in the traction department.
No, that's what I mean. But it's not my favorite because of the traction.
Well, that's the thing though, is that my number one thing that I need right now is cushion, then traction. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, otherwise I'd just go back to my Rose 6 Prime Knits. You know
that's what I mean? True.
So
the materials on the explosive are like,
oh, they're phenomenal. Like
crazy.
Yeah, I absolutely love how they were able to implement that Prime Knit that way. It's awesome. So
and the neoprene inner booty thing is very comfortable. Like in the heel, there's different levels of padding.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's probably the coolest part, though, is that's the one shoe out of all three of them where I was able to go true to size, no issues.
Matt, you're sending me the wrong email. I got a mail delivery subsystem, which means that doesn't work, your email. And I'm looking at it right now. I copy and pasted it perfectly. So MTM Productions is going to get an invite. So check your inbox right now. N Monte or MTM Productions. We're trying to get you guys in here. Check your inbox. Join quick. We're talking about the Harden 1 here on WearTesters Trash Talk. And next up, we're going to talk about the Jordan CP3.X. But first, we got to get through this Harden 1. We want to get someone's opinion up in here and just chop it up with you guys. So, again, MTM Productions, I sent you an email. I'm not getting a mail delivery status notification yet. So that means you got the email. I bet he's scrambling right now. He's putting on a nice shirt.
He's looking like me right before
getting
the chat.
for his headphones. He's getting all the lighting right. He's telling his mom to get out of the background. And hopefully he's already got pants on. So hopefully he's joining. No one's joining. Should I just send a bunch out at once? Because the thing is, I don't want people. I don't want like all of a sudden 60 people in here.
Yeah. Now, can you see if people are trying to join?
You'll see it if they're trying.
Okay.
But
somebody just asked if I ever watched Suicide Squad, and no.
No, he didn't. It was 100% his fault why there isn't a trash talk on Suicide Squad. No, I'm serious. I'm not busting your balls. I'm just saying that's that's the reason.
No, I know. It just sucks. I really want to see it, but there's so much just shit around that movie, man.
Right, but you not seeing it is a testament to how the movie is. Whether you like it or not, when you actually do watch it, the fact that you could wait. Could you imagine waiting to see Batman v Superman on DVD?
I couldn't, dude.
Dude, that's what you're doing with Suicide Squad.
But that's the thing, though. Following Batman v Superman plus the reaction to Suicide Squad, both good and bad, I'm like at a loss right now. So I want to disconnect myself from that movie universe until something good happens. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to continuously be disappointed.
Right. All right. I'm sending out a bunch of chat invites. This next one's going to H Lee 2095. I mean, it should be working, guys. So I sent who was that? Asian Sneakers 08. Did we have him on last time? I'm trying to get new people up. We had that guy on.
We did, but send him one anyways. Who cares?
All right, sent him one. I mean, I'm sending people invites. They must not be. They must get cold feet, or they passed out.
Yo.
Hey.
All right, who's this? Asian Sneakers 08.
Yeah, I have a shirt on now.
All right, good. What do you think about the Harden 1? Let me put my screen up. What do you think about this thing right here?
I don't know, honestly. I think the upper is gonna be fine, but the cushion, I don't know. Like, why'd they have to encage it mostly? You know?
Have you used any of their current top 3 boost models, basketball wise?
I have used the Rose 6. That's about it.
Okay.
Oh, so you haven't used the new crop.
Yeah. What do you think of the Rose 6 though, comfort wise?
It's amazing.
Okay. Well, then these might disappoint you then.
See, my only problem is that I have a really wide foot, so the cage digs into my foot.
On the Rose 6?
Yeah, on the Rose.
On the back cage?
Yeah.
Oh. These I wonder how they're going to do for wide footers now that you bring it up with that 4-foot wrap like that.
Yeah, they look kind of narrow.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah. The materials look really good though. I'm just worried about the traction and the cushion.
Yeah. I think that's everybody's number one concern right now.
Yeah.
All right, man. So thanks for joining. Those are your thoughts on the Harden 1. Are you planning? if you had one gift card and it could get you any 3 of the new Adidas models, the Crazy Explosive, the Crazy Light Boost 2016, or the Rose 7, what would you
That's a
get?
hard choice.
Which one would you get?
For my necessities, I would need the Crazy Light Boost because I need to play outdoors. So
So
I need the
the
Crazy Light.
rubber compound is what you're looking at.
Yeah.
And durability overall. Okay.
Yep.
Crazy Lights. Well, I'm telling you, you should go try those out because Adidas basketball are doing pretty good this year. But yeah, man.
They're on sale. So,
They are.
I know. I
Get
saw
them
that. I
cheap.
saw that.
Maybe it's because Adidas
Went
can't
down
get
to,
their
what, 84?
yeah,
Something
84
like that.
bucks. They can't get
Damn,
their shoes
crazy.
on Foot Locker shows.
Yeah,
But
actually, before you go, are they in any stores near you?
They're at a couple malls, really.
Okay, so you can actually go in, try them on, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have tried them on before. They're actually pretty nice.
Okay.
all right.
The closest place to me is in San Francisco, and that's like 45
wow.
minutes away. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know.
Jeez.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining. We appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. Always glad to join.
Yes,
All
sir.
All right,
See you
man.
next time.
I won't have a shout out for the next time, so don't worry.
Oh,
We appreciate that.
flag, dude. There we go. All right, man. Peace.
Yeah, later.
All right. Well, there you go. So I'm going to try to get one more person in here to talk about the Harden 1. And then we'll move on to the next topic, which is the...
Can you get this Sam Pardo guy in here?
Hold on. I'm replying to this guy. He says he's trying to get on. Boom. So who's Sam Pardo?
He's been asking. You hurt his feelings.
I'm Miami, West Coast. What's his email?
Here, I'll put it in the chat. You see it?
Okay, I see it. I think they're having a trouble. Oh, here we go.
Okay, which one's
Nicholas
this?
got some gaming headset, got a shirt on, decent lighting. I give you a solid B on overall production value.
When you guys sent the link, I couldn't it was blank, so I had to ask you for the link again.
Okay,
So
cool.
See,
but you got it.
It's all you, Jaron, because I get the same.
No, I think it's a white person thing.
No,
Because look, you got I'm half white and you guys are both full white. I'm assuming. Are you full white, bro?
You know that no white person's ever full. We're always all
That's
white.
true, but see, I think it's a white person thing because you guys both had the black screen problem. For me, it's just regular. But I did start the chat, so it might just be that. Anyways, Nicholas, what do you think about the Harden 1?
I think it's okay, but to me, it looks kind of compared to other Adidas models. I think that it's kind of the same thing, that they're just giving you full length boost, and it's just caged in one end.
Right.
I think that they should innovate more.
Okay. Well, see, I like your idea of them innovating more, but I think that they're taking what they know works now because the Crazy Light Boost 2016 had great reviews. So did the Crazy Explosive, and we don't know which one of these cushion setups that we're going to get on the Harden 1. Is it going to be more like the Crazy Light? Is it going to be more like the Explosive? But I think Adidas, they were behind for a while. Remember? Oh, did he disappear? Oh, no, he's back. Well, hopefully he's still listening to this. But
sorry, guys, got disconnected.
It's all good. So what I'm trying to say is Adidas was in the back. If you remember, Under Armour leapfrogged them into the second best sportswear brand in North America. Now they still reign over in Europe because of the soccer, but they were behind. So they really got pushed to innovate, and then they did, meaning the new stuff we got. So I can see where you're coming from, but that's just my take on it. What about you, Nightwing?
Yeah, for me, I think that what they're doing is much better than what Jordan or Nike's doing. Instead of giving you, half cushion setups or half of the tech that they can actually offer you for the same price, basically, they're giving you everything they've got. They're giving you the best of their materials, the best of their cushion, and they're going all out, going full length with it. And they're doing it all for $160 or less. For me,
150 or less.
Well, the explosive prime knits are 160, so that's where
Those are 160. I thought they were 150.
or maybe what?
Google.
Okay, whatever it is, they're either the Row 7 prime knit or the explosive prime knit. Whichever one, I think they max out at 160.
150.
So
150.
dang it. Okay, fine.
That's okay.
So 150 or less, that's better than anything that any of these other brands are giving out.
That's true.
Period. So
that's true.
You know,
so Nicholas, are you playing in any of? Do you have any of the 3 current?
I have the D-Row 6 and the Crazy Light Boost 2015.
Okay, so you haven't gotten the new lineup yet.
No, I don't really like the cage stuff. I like the no caged. I don't really care if it's not stable or not. For me, I just need cushion because I'm like a heavier type of guy. So
right. So out of those 3 new models, the Crazy Explosive, the Crazy Light 2016, and the Row 7, if someone gave you an opportunity to just go get one of those 3 for free, which one would you get, do you think?
Probably the Crazy Explosive, because Nightwing said that it's just like the Ultra Boost in a basketball shoe, and it has prime knit and all the soft materials, which I like. So I think that would be better.
Which D-Row 6 do you have? Which colorway?
It's like the synthetic suede one. It's like it's in my garage, so I can't go get it right now.
Is it
it's
the
like
deluxe version? They're like brownish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think about those compared to the 2015 Crazy Light?
Well, I think I like the materials better on the Crazy Light, but I don't like the half boost in the heel.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer like the full length setup. But what I don't like about Adidas is that they're giving you like full length cushion and everything, but the colorway, it varies on the materials.
That's something that Jaron will agree with you on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm with you there, brother. I mean, it's I don't mind it, like the idea of it, but the way they do it is so shady. They'll put out the bad colorway first, and then they give you the good one later. That just, and you can't be. It wasn't like they didn't know. Like they have to know. Like, come on, like dude, it's like synthetics aren't as good as the prime knit or whatever, and they always. Now they're letting the prime knit out first, but they used to always be like, we used to always wait till we get the prime knit. Like, so
like the
that's
all-star release.
Right. That's just to me. But I agree with you on the choice of the Crazy Explosive. I think Nightwing and I would both recommend that to you because you did say the cushion is very important to you. And it is encaged, but that rubber that's the boost is encaged with in the Crazy Explosive.
It's like super soft. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so soft. You would like it. I would highly recommend it. What size are you?
Yeah. I'm a size like 9 to a 9.5.
Ooh, I don't know if they have those on sales because the Crazy Explosive is on sale for $105 right now. So,
yeah.
That's a great price, man.
It's you're fleecing Adidas at that point. You're literally ripping them off.
Have you guys seen the D-Lillard 3 leak?
No.
You guys go. We got a couple of the viewers' thoughts on the Harden one. And so now we're gonna move on to the CP3X, which the CP3 line has never gotten a lot of exposure, but the initial reactions to it, I would say, weren't good.
No, this is the first CP3 where I'm just kind of like, man, they were so close. So, like that upper.
I don't agree with you guys, but go ahead.
Agree with who? You like
Populous.
You like this?
I think the only thing that ruins it are the speckles. What? If that thing was black or the same color as the upper,
you cannot ruin anything with speckles.
They did with this.
No, speckles make things.
This looks terrible.
No.
Okay, if they only did speckles on the bottom half of this little plastic rubber thing, that's.
If anything, they should have made a gradient fade from the toe and then fading it out to the heel.
No, but okay. So why don't you like this shoe? First of all, just go ahead.
Well, for one, the cushion that they're using is garbage. I don't like that bottom-loaded articulated zoom. It's not enough for me, and I really enjoyed the Podulon setups that they had in years past. However, the shoe itself, if you take away that that big TPU thing all over the whole shoe, they look super sleek. They look real clean, and I love that they're using that woven upper. So, and I think
that is a woven.
Yeah, it's gonna be a performance woven. That's what I'm saying. And Chris Paul yeah, Chris Paul's shoe is always affordable, and so I think that that's awesome that it's on here. They just, for me, it's like a letdown with the cushion, and then that TPU wrap thing. I'm thinking that it's like very flexible, very similar to what we've seen on the caged portions of the Boost stuff. You know what I mean? Where it's kind of rubbery.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that this is going to be a full-on piece of plastic. If it is a hard plastic, I'll be surprised and disappointed.
Right. Okay. Well, let's take a look at a different colorway, which I don't think looks as bad.
Is it the purple ones? Because those ones look pretty clean.
These, I think it is. Hold on. The screen sharing, they switch it up. This one?
Yeah, those ones look sick.
Yeah. Okay. See, because the speckles aren't as crazy.
Yeah, they look sick in comparison, but and then they ruin it with the damn clear bottom, and you know that Jordan Brand and Nike don't do, like, they're so inconsistent with the clear rubber.
Right.
So you know, but other than that, like, if you were to look at the inside of the shoe, like the medial side, it looks super slick, dude. And I think they put those bungee cord things back on the along the tongue, so hopefully they're not too tight like they were in the CP3.9.
Right.
So
I have a top-down view of it. Let's take a look at that.
You do? Okay.
Because I
forgot that they put out official images already.
I think that these look. I'm actually intrigued by these.
Yeah, look at how clean the inside of the shoe looks without that giant TPU wrap.
Yeah, no, and I'm saying if there weren't no speckles, we wouldn't think twice really about it. I honestly think that, because
I don't know. I think that
speckles exposes it more. Like, that's the first thing you see, because that's what stands out.
I think the Jordan logo just stamped right in the middle. That's the thing that draws my attention.
Right. The reason why it's weird, because it literally looks like a stamp. It almost looked Photoshop when I first saw it. I didn't think that the Jordan logo was actually there.
Yeah, and it almost looks kind of like a kid's shoe, and it's just kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like to have it like that. It's just, especially when that's somebody else's signature. Like, I understand that that's supposed to be like the swoosh. You know what I mean? So it's supposed to be like the stamp, right, on the shoe. But in this particular case, that stamp is actually representative of a different player entirely, and that's not the signature athlete. So it's kind of strange. It
actually kind of reminds me of like one of those Jordan trainers that you're
very much so.
Yeah, that you're always kind of like, you're never like, but you're kind of like, huh.
I'd rock them.
You would never,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You'd be like, I'd wear those, but I'd never buy them.
Yeah. That's the thing, is that I always see them, like, they have a couple that are out like right now, and I'm like, man, if those were for the right price, I'd buy a couple pairs of those.
Yeah, I'm always like that with Jordan trainers, where I'm like, hey, yeah, but I won't buy them. Like, they always hit the outlets though. So, but yeah, let's take a look at the traction. So you said the cushion was what now?
It's that articulated zoom, the bottom loaded stuff, what's on the Ultra Flies, and that stuff killed my knees, man. Like, I can't take.
Right.
And then on top, see, this design thing that they did with the pressure mapping is super disappointing, because there is no dual density setup there. So it's like, why did you do that? You know what I mean? Like, are you just showing us where Chris Paul puts all of his force? Like,
maybe that could be like kind of like a, you know how they used to do the thumbprint with Jordan?
Yeah,
that could kind of be like that. Like, hey, look, because remember the KD Weathermans that had that, and it was KD's foot. It was KD's.
But I would love for this to be like, say that ball of the foot section, that's where the zoom is, which is where it is. Great. The heel and that big toe section, maybe it's Cushlon or Lunar. That'd be great too. But if it's not, if it's just, an EVA or Phylon midsole with that 4-foot zoom unit, then what's the point of putting the pressure map on there?
Right. I get you. The thing I like about this, I like how the heel's rounded. CP3 shoes for me have always had a really smooth experience. Like, I've always felt like I was just like a millisecond quicker, which is really all you need in basketball.
That's the thing, though, is that I've loved all of them that I've played in, but the 9, and only because that cushion, I couldn't take it. Like, and they've always been one of those shoes, you know what I mean? Where they've been like on the top of my personal list, where I'm like, yo, that's a dope shoe right there. So,
all right, so I'm telling people, send your emails right now so we can get people's thoughts on these. But the thing that stood out to me on this traction was look at the outrigger up there. It's like
You see that little tiny one up there?
it looks like, I mean, I'm not making fun of tumors, but that's what that looks like. The outrigger had a tumor.
See,
or like a tummy. Yeah.
Personally, to me, I think that that's kind of cool because when you're doing, if you look at the way that Chris Paul is, the way that he is legitimately on his toes and they're like bowed like that, his legs are, when he's doing some of these crossovers, that's kind of like that teeter point for him. So right in the front is where he'd need the outrigger rather than a direct lateral outrigger.
Right. But that's where he needs the outrigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Might not work for you or me.
That email that I pasted in the chat, Samuel 8 Pardo, send him an invite.
I think I have
Did you delete it?
No, I think I did send it to him last time.
Oh. And he didn't get one? Here, resend him one because he's asking again.
All right. Pasted it in there.
I did. Somebody asked why send emails, and that's how you invite people to these chats.
Yeah. I don't see your thing in the chat. Or did you send it to me?
I sent it into our group chat on the Hangout.
Oh, and where's that? Oh, I see it right here.
Yeah, it's like on the right of your thingy.
All right. Sam, you're getting an invite. Get your thoughts ready on the CP3.X, 0.10. But the thing is about Jordan Brand, I mean, I think we're both in the same camp on these. They just shouldn't have signatures.
See, a couple of years ago, I would have disagreed with you, but at this point, I kind of am starting to come around to that, where they should just take that flagship model, have every of their Jordan athletes, everybody should have their own player edition 31s with their little logos on the tongue, and then those shoes should release, and they should be regional releases.
I think Jordan Brand gets that idea, and they're doing it. But the thing is, Melo and CP3 were here before that happened. Because look, Blake Griffin doesn't have a model. He's just rocking the Ultra Fly or the Super Fly, excuse me.
Yeah, and they did that with the 29 low with Butler.
Yeah. You see what I mean? So like, I think they're doing it, but oh, is that Sam? He's got no video. It's just a photo.
Yeah, I can't see. Can you hear us?
Yeah, that's out there.
Ooh.
It sounds robotic.
Yeah. Are you a robot? Are you a T1000? Ooh, I don't know. We can kind of hear you. Say something, Sam.
No, I'm not a robot. No. Can you guys hear me? Hello?
It sounds like you're talking in a cup.
That's messed up, dude.
No, what?
Are you on a computer
or? Hello?
Dude, I think Skynet might be downloading viruses onto my computer.
Okay. Are you plugged into Ethernet or Wi-Fi?
Bro, I have like the oldest computer.
Yeah, we can tell.
Sorry, man. Sorry, man. We couldn't hear him.
Did you kick him out?
Yeah, man. We couldn't hear him.
Oh. I'm not in charge of this chat, guys. Just to let you guys know, this is on Jaren's channel.
I couldn't hear him. How are we going to get his thoughts on there if we couldn't hear him? I'm going to send this guy, Jake. I'm going to send him. He always watches our stuff. I'm sorry, Sam. It's not personal. I'm just saying we couldn't hear you. I'm helping you out. If you get it fixed, we'll send you another one. But we couldn't hear you. I'm sending Jake an invite right now. You're getting a golden ticket. All right. I sent you an email, Jake. We'll get it. But let me see. So I do think Jordan Brand is doing that because Blake Griffin doesn't have a model. Russell Westbrook has one, but it's a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I do think that
who's this?
Jordan Brand is doing that because Blake Griffin
Elizar.
Russell Westbrook.
You're getting mad echo.
Can you plug in your earphones?
So I do think that
I got you.
Nice. There we go. Elizar, am I saying your name right?
That's right.
Okay, cool, man. How are you?
Good.
Are you from the Bay?
Are you from the Philippines?
Yeah, Bay Area represent. Hey,
Oh.
Bay Area.
Sick.
Whoop. All right, cool, man. So what do you think about the CP3.10? I'll get a photo up while you give your thoughts on it. What do you think about this shoe,
well,
man?
I never played with a CP3.10, but
Okay.
because according to people, I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, so
Right.
I used to play with the boost, or I need cushion.
Right.
And CP3, I mean, Jordan branded brands are not really good for cushion, as far as what I know. I mean, except for the Mellows. And I
Right.
have wide feet.
Okay.
That-
Yeah. See.
Yeah, that's definitely what
this-
they're not good for.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. Yeah. So what are you playing in right now?
I'm playing with the D06 Prime Knits.
06?
Oh, okay.
That's a
Best-
good choice.
That's one of the best shoes ever.
Yeah, actually, they went on sale just last Labor Day, and I bought like 2 of them.
Nice. Every time that shoe went on sale, they were not in my size.
They're like $40 when they went on
That's
sale.
what I'm saying, man. I was trying to grab like every color, and they just weren't in my size.
I went
Yeah.
to the I went to the outlet up in Livermore, and they have it there, and the one in Milpitas too.
What?
Yeah,
Every time I go to Milpitas, they don't got nothing.
they always do.
Not for
Well,
me.
For me and Jaron size 10.
Ugh,
Oh, Nightwing.
no room for the little people, man.
Nightwing. Ooh. All right. Okay, cool. So if you could pick, we asked this earlier when we were talking about the Harden one. If you could pick between the Crazy Explosive, the Crazy Light Boost 2016, or the Rose 7 to play in right now, which one are you most intrigued by?
I think I'm looking forward to the Crazy Explosive.
Nice.
The Prime Knit version. One of the biggest reason why is, like I said, I'm a pretty big guy, wide feet. Prime Knit's where it's at, and cushion is where it's at too.
I'm seeing a trend here. All of our viewers are super smart. They
Yeah,
know
man.
exactly what they need.
Yeah,
out of
brother.
the
Yeah.
basket.
Yeah, brother. I think you would really like it. And I would recommend, getting that because you'll like it. And I know it seems like you're an outlet kind of guy. I feel you.
Hell yeah.
I feel you. But I think when you do eventually get it, if you wait for the Crazy Explosives to go on sale, I think you'll say, I should have got these earlier because they're that good. They're that good. So I recommend you go pick those up. But
you know how there are some shoes where you're always like, yeah, I don't feel bad for paying that because it was at the outlet. And then there's some shoes where you're like, yo, I paid full price for these and I don't mind at all.
Yeah.
I mean, compare that to the Rose 6s now.
Oh, see, that's the thing is that the Crazy Explosive to me is the closest thing, if not slightly better than the Rose 6, just because of the traction.
It feels like it feels like a predecessor to the Rose 6.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you will like it. But other than that, Elazar, man, we appreciate you coming on the show. And we appreciate your support, man. Thank you.
Nice talking to you guys. Dubs all day.
Yes, sir. Dub Nation.
That's Nightwing. I like the dubs, but all day I'm like from noon to 3, I'm like a Dub Nation. Okay. So but the rest of the day I'm like a Laker. All right. Peace out, Elazar.
Peace out, man.
Bro.
All right, we got Jake. Thanks for waiting, man. Let me unmute you really quick. If I could figure out how to do that.
You press the microphone icon.
Hello?
Okay, there we go. You up?
Yeah, what's up?
What up, Jake? Hey, man, I just want to say I appreciate you. I see you always leaving comments on both me and Nightwing's channel, and we just want to appreciate you supporting us both.
Of course.
Yeah, man. So what do you think about the Harden one and the CP3? Start with the Harden one. What do you think about that, man?
So the Harden one, that toe cap, the rubber
yeah.
toe cap that comes across, I think that's going to be the most uncomfortable thing. It's going to be pinching your toe, like you're just done. And then, I mean, other than that, it looks all right. It looks really, really durable, but I don't know. It's not a shoe for me. I just don't like the model itself.
Right. Are you playing in any of the current Adidas basketball lineup?
The Crazy Light Boost 2016, I just recently got in.
Okay. How you like them?
I can't complain about it. It's nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. So I think out of all of the 3 Adidas's models that are out right now, the Harden one will most closely play like the Crazy Light. It'll be different, I believe, but I feel that one will be the closest. So fans of the Crazy Light 2016, they have the best chance of liking the Harden one. So I think you'll be good there. But are you interested in getting either the Row 7 or the Explosive, or are you a low top kind of guy?
Typically I'm low top, but that Crazy Explosive, like you guys were saying, it sounds like a great performer. And I mean, I would love a chance to get one, just, hasn't come up recently.
Well, the lows might be coming. So
oh yeah, that's true. I saw a leaked image if you didn't see it.
I don't know when, but I think
2017, early 2017.
Killing us. We can't even get one for Christmas. Whatever, Adidas.
Well,
anyway,
Adidas has been known to not stick to their retail strategy, so
that's true.
We could get them by the end of the
year. Their retail strategy is. Okay, so next one, Jordan CP3.X 10, the CP3 What do you think about this shoe? Because I think it's a love-hate thing. I kind of love them, but what about you, man?
Honestly, so that wraparound or that cage on the outside, I think if they released an AE, I think it would look like a great shoe just because, I mean, the model's all right, but I think they really need to release an AE like they have been doing the past few years with the CP3 models, and I think it would look good. That big Jordan stamp really threw me off.
Agree. I totally agree. What's the last? Have you played in a CP3? And if so, what's the last one you did play in?
I got a chance to play in the CP3-7, but I wasn't too hot on it. It just wasn't for me.
CP3 is one of those interesting signature lines where I'm like, they keep doing it, but I just don't see people. Have you seen any? When's the last time you saw someone in a CP3, man? Like, I just don't see it.
I feel like I'm the only one.
Yeah.
So
no, I just go for it. Sorry.
Where are you from, Jake?
I'm from San Ramon.
Oh, you're from San Ramon.
Geez.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
real close.
Yeah, I have family that lives there. Yeah. So Jake, so the people you play with, are they mainly in Curry's? Because I was just in Dublin, and everyone at the courts in Dublin, it was just Curry's. It was crazy. So
I mean, it seems like the Bay's kind of converted to Dub Nation, so like you see Curry's everywhere you go, and performance-wise, they're pretty solid. The Curry 3s, I'm not too hot about, just the model, but
so it's crazy because look, the Curry 2 is great. I get it, and Curry's great, but I have yet to see someone in the Crazy Explosive other than myself or Nightwing.
Well, I typically play outdoor. I don't know how the traction holds up outdoor, but other than that,
it wouldn't.
It wouldn't. Is it soft?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like it's real shallow too.
Okay.
Yeah. Like most traction setups all day. So what's your go-to? What are you wearing right now? Outdoor.
I have the D Lillard.
Oh, that's the best.
The twos?
You can't go wrong with that.
It's the best. And my traction wore down, like you could tell it's smooth, but it still grips, which is like the crazy thing to me. So that's like,
I mean,
yeah,
just the compound is insane on those things. I love it.
It's one of the best budget shoes I've ever played in.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Where do you play in San Ramon? Because I know they took down those courts that used to be there on Bollinger, but
I'm not playing at those courts anymore. I'll typically kind of head out. Like I've been to those courts in sorry, not Livermore, Walnut Creek before.
Oh, Walnut Creek.
Yeah, I played a few games in Dublin too.
Dude, Dublin court is nice. There's like a lot of courts and lights. Well, hopefully, are you following me on Instagram, man?
I don't believe so. I will right now though.
Follow me because I would love to hoop with some of you guys because I've been I go all up and down 680. I go to Walnut Creek, I go to San Ramon, I go to Dublin. So hit me up on there.
You should pack some of them in your car and then come down here to the South Bay.
Bro.
Come hoop with us over.
Have you been to San Ramon? He's from where are you from?
South Bay, like Sunnyvale, San Jose, Cupertino area.
Oh, that's so out of the way.
It's not out of the way. It's just right below you guys.
And it's, I mean, Chris, it's just not as nice as San Ramon.
I do not agree with that.
What? No, like night, like what I mean, like
Are you talking about like besides basketball? Like
yeah, that's what I mean.
Eating food and all that stuff. I agree with that. Unless you're into Mexican food, there's really not much else here.
I just hate both of you with the follow.
Cool, man. We appreciate that, Jake.
Anyway,
thanks for joining the show. Yeah, man. All right, have a good one.
Take it easy.
Have a good one.
Stanley wants to get in this. I think that we should not allow him. Just kidding.
All right, let's get Stanley in here. Yo, if you don't know Stanley, like he's gonna talk real fast sometimes, and he's gonna be like from New York, and so Stanley's a cool guy.
He's got that deep New York accent.
It's pretty deep, man. Stanley's funny. I'm gonna hit him with the invite right now. Stanley, if you're watching,
he's creeping in the comments.
Stanley, go get a shirt on because I know you ain't got one on.
Make sure that the lotion's not behind you, bro.
Yeah, make sure the lotion isn't behind you. Rookie mistake.
Oh man,
rookie mistake. It's not a rookie mistake to have lotion, but to have it behind you in the video, that's a rookie mistake.
And to have it paired with the tissues or some shit.
We're a bunch of bullies. We need to stop. That's terrible, but rookie mistake.
Hey, we love you, Stan. We love you.
Yeah. So again, guys, we're out here. WearTesters Trash Talk. We're talking about the Harden 1, the CP3.10. Be sure to give this video a like if you want more stuff like this. We're gonna really start cracking down on these live talks, especially with the live stream. It's just easier for us. Yeah, how's this format working for you? Because I know it's not as much editing, so you can't like see the photos and stuff. But I'm trying my hardest out here, so let us know. But here is the man, Stanley.
You better. Oh, there we
muted.
Stan, what's wrong with your lighting? Get you a
there
front
we go.
lamp.
Oh, give me a sec.
He's gonna. Okay, we'll give you a second. Let's inspect the room. Okay, it's all right. You know, the closet door's open, but that's because he's got the jackets on. You know, he got a nice little poster up there. Who's that? Jordan. Who else is it? Sprewell. I think Jordan's Stanley's a Knicks fan, right?
Not behind you, in front of you.
No, let's see. Let's see if it works. He might.
No, backlighting is not a good thing.
Yeah.
Stan, go take the. Can he hear?
No, he doesn't have his earphones in.
Stan, take that lamp that just turned on and put it in front of your face.
I'm about to shove it in my ass.
Well, no, I'm being serious. You're backlighting yourself.
Wait, I think it's gonna turn around. Are
you
on a desktop?
Yeah,
are you on a laptop or what?
I'm on a laptop.
Oh, well, then just turn around.
Well, he might have the tissue right behind the laptop.
Maybe.
I'm trying to hide that right now.
That's better. That's better. That's better.
Okay.
Just like that. All right, hit us with your thoughts. First, go with the Harden one first.
The Harden one, I feel like it's going to perform exactly identical to the Crazy Light Boost. It's going to have a firm forefoot, slightly bouncy on the heel, but I feel like, you know, visually we always make implications, whereas, oh, the traction, it's a little suspect. And Chris, you've done this many a times too.
Yeah, and then it makes me look like an idiot.
I don't know about the traction. Yeah, right? And then when we try it on, it's going to be beastly. So my opinion, I think the traction is going to work very well. It's very unique. And I also believe what Jake said before, that the toe box where they have the coverage on there, it's going to pinch on your foot a little bit. So anybody who has a wide foot might not, you know, want to consider that particular pair.
Great news for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. I don't know about a pinching feeling, but I feel like again, I don't think it's gonna necessarily pinch, but when you're playing in it, I honestly feel like people are gonna be like, can I just cut this off? Like legit wanna just rip it off because it's so big and thick and it's so
Stan, you're gonna make me throw up.
Unnecessary, in my opinion. But okay, let's inspect what you got back there. It's just shoes. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, hit us with your thoughts on the CP10, CP3.10.
CP10. I honestly think they're not going to perform well. Compare from last year's model. If you've seen the axle traction, I mean, written one of the articles on the website. The traction uses the same traction as the Ultrafly. The funny thing is,
it was a little different. It was a little different.
Slightly pegged different. But when I played at a Jordan court on Terminal 23 in New York. Everybody was given a pair of Ultraflies. Dude, I've seen everybody like in a skating rink, and everybody was like, we can't play in these. And I'm like, you're on a Jordan court, and you're literally slipping left and right. A lot of people took them off, went back into the room, changed into their own personal pairs of like Jordan 29s and whatnot. So
that's not a good look. That's not a good look at all.
And this is coming directly from the Jordan court, and everybody's like, I can't play in this. I mean, I played in every single CP3 model before when I product tested for Nike. I have the last year's version, and you can't even feel the cushioning on the forefoot.
That's such a beautiful colorway, though, right there.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, I like those a lot.
Wait, is that a New Orleans colorway?
Yeah, on the CP3.X.
Wow. But okay.
It's funny because he's not even on the team when they got it.
No, that's hilarious.
The funny thing is when they had the lace loops, I actually personally cut them off because they were so tight around.
Those things were chokers right there, man.
Yeah, so I cut them off and I just laced them through the hole, and it will fit a lot better. And honestly, I've tried on all the other CP3s, and the 4s are probably one of the best ones I played in.
Yeah,
that's the one that I didn't get to play in. I played in from the 5 upward.
Look at that herringbone traction.
Yeah, and look at the Podulon, dude.
Huge.
I wish that that stuff is so comfortable. Like, man, it's like what they use on like the 20s and the 21s. So
exactly,
like that dual density foam type setup is amazing. I don't know why they don't use it anymore, because it's everything's with money, man. It sucks, dude. Like that, something that a lot of people don't understand is like Jordan Brand charges so much, but they put in so little to their product, especially nowadays, where it's kind of disheartening how little they actually care about the product they're giving you. They just want your money, and that's not how the brand used to operate. So, and this is not coming from somebody hating Jordan Brand. This is like a legit lifetime Jordan fan, and it's disheartening as a fan to get kind of like, shafted almost, and you're just like, yo, what's going on over there, man? Like, why is it just money hungry suit and tie guys instead of giving us what we used to get, which was the pinnacle of performance footwear?
Yeah, well, they're not. Well, I mean, other than the retros, what did they sell? I mean, I know they sell they're really like their C-list models, like, because I see a lot of those people wearing those C-list models, but those are the people who don't know that those are C-list models, which is fine. I'm not clowning them. I'm just saying, back to school, a lot of kids, parents get them those, Give us 1 second, Matt. You're up next. But
cool.
That's what I mean. Like, other than retros and that, so is it, I don't want to put blame on anyone, but is it the consumer fault, people like us, not us, but people's fault that they didn't buy the signature models and they're just not putting effort into it? Because why would you do it if you're not supporting it?
Yeah, no, it might very well be that people just aren't buying the line. So it's like, why are you going to put all that money into it? You know what I mean? And if that is the case, then it's completely understandable. And it just sucks for someone like me that actually does look forward to the line, because then it just sucks for me. You know what I mean? So
how would you feel if they were? Oh, go ahead, Sam. Go ahead, Sam.
I also think they're not marketing them properly. So if you put them as top tier people as part of the brand, like, you're one of the key athletes that's supposed to be the face of Jordan Brand. They don't really market Chris Paul at all, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin
does this kid know that he's muted?
Yeah, he is.
Jaron? No, but does he know?
I told him to wait a second. Yeah.
Okay.
But Blake Griffin gets one commercial out of Jordan Brand, and then everybody else.
It's a good commercial.
It's a good commercial, but back in the day, Jordan Brand would, at least with the Team Jordan people, they would make at least 2 or 3. It used to be called Brand Jordan. They used to make 2 or 3 commercials for the whole team together in one shot.
Yeah, the Darius Miles. Quinn Richardson.
Darius Miles, Quinton Richardson,
Eddie Jones.
Ray Allen. Yeah.
Man,
and those commercials would be like,
Finley.
That was the day, dude.
And then you would be like, wow, you want to be a part of that team. Like, you're rocking the shoes. I definitely want to rock those. But now it's like, you don't even broadcast it.
Darius Miles wasn't even a good player, but I wanted to be him because he was in those commercials. Yeah, I know. Yeah. He's broke now. But you know what? I saw a story came out of it. I'm not just – but anyways, I saw a TV commercial for Jordan. Have you guys seen it? On air, not a YouTube commercial, a TV commercial for Jordan Brand on the 31 with Kawhi Leonard. It wasn't even Russell Westbrook.
Oh, he slaps the ball down.
Yeah, he slaps the ball down. Gravity has been defied, or whatever they say.
They utilized him because the colorway of the fine print is black and white, like the Spurs colors.
Exactly.
And that's one beautiful colorway on that shoe, dude.
Yeah, for sure. But
no lie, that's a great looking sneaker.
Yeah, I had to do a double take. I was like, is this a Jordan Brand commercial? It was crazy.
That's weird. I should watch more TV.
No, you shouldn't. But
no, I know. I'm just that was sarcasm.
Yeah. All right, Stan. We're gonna get Matt on here. that's Stan the Man, NY Jumpman 23. That's where you could follow him on Twitter and Instagram, and
Or
you can
not.
see more articles
I'm just kidding.
written by
I'm
Stan
just kidding. I'm just
on
kidding, Stan.
WearTesters.com.
Oh.
Putting you out, man. Look, I was trying to plug you
I was
real
like,
nice.
I like
we
giving
had to
Stan a
ruin
hard
it.
time, man. I like giving Stan a hard time.
All right, man. All right, see you, man.
Peace out, bro.
All right, Matt, I'm in the process of unmuting you. Any people hear my thing going crazy?
Do we have another person in here? What's going on with the chat?
So now they want to get the invites up. So now they want to get the hold on, this unmute's not working.
Come on, Jaron.
Yo, you know just as good as me that this stuff doesn't work very good.
I know Google chat is a whack.
Yeah, well, you know. How do I, because it used to just click the microphone, right?
Yeah. Is it not working?
No, it's not working. Hold on, Matt, we got you.
Maybe have him come back in. That's what she said. I don't know.
Wow, Chris. Wow,
Sorry.
Chris.
Sorry.
Hey, Matt,
Sorry.
do me a favor and just come back in, and we'll get you on. I promise. So use that link I sent you and come right back in. Because
that is what she said.
The mute thing just does not work whatsoever. And then we'll try to get a Slammer up in here. What a name, this Slammer. He looks stoked to be here. You'll be next, brother.
Well, can you unmute him though?
Well, hopefully. Let's see. See, he's up on there, but he's not being unmuted. It's so Google. What are you doing? Okay, here's Matt. Can we hear you?
I'm pretty sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Matt. Thanks for joining.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, no problem. Nothing much. How are you?
Pretty good.
All right, Matt. Hit us with your thoughts on the Harden one real quick.
Oh, they're pretty trash in my opinion.
Wait, which shoe are we talking about?
The Harden one.
The Harden one.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, the first image I saw, the black one, they looked really wide footer friendly, type of really wide foot, but the whole toe pinch thing I saw is kind of changed my thought. But yeah, it still looks pretty I don't know really. It's hard to sum it up in a sentence really.
I understand where you're coming from because that's how I felt when I first saw it. I was just
what,
like, what?
One word then, if you were going to describe the shoe, one word.
Oh boy.
There, right there. That's kind of one word. Oh boy. Nah, I know it's two words, but
maybe if you hyphenate it, but
but that's speechless is the one word he would do.
True.
That's what it is.
You can't say anything.
Well, Matt, are you playing in any of the current lineups? The Adidas.
Actually, I'm looking forward to getting into the Crazy Explosive though.
Crazy Explosive once again. Yeah. I think you would like it. What shoe are you playing in right now?
Oh, actually, it's the off season for me, so I haven't gotten into anything this year. But my last season was awful. I made not even sure why I got it. I thought a hyper dunk would be good, and it was just trash.
The 2015s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are up because the 16s are good.
Yeah,
but the 15s were so bad.
Oh, awful.
Awful.
Nike should have paid people to wear those that weren't.
I wouldn't have even accepted that.
Oh, I know. Me neither. But still, that's how bad they were.
They're pretty bad. All right. Okay, so Chris Paul 10, CP3.X. What do you think about those? You don't like those either?
I'm not a huge fan of the whole CP3 line in general. It's been a hot minute since I've actually played in some. The last model I played in was the CP3.X. But aesthetically though, I'm not digging them too much. How you said earlier, I don't like the speckle. That kind of puts me off.
What? Dude, speckles turn me on, dude.
No, speckles are fine, but not on this one. Not on this shoe.
I don't know. I'm just a sucker for speckles, man.
Like, if it was the bottom half of it, it'd be better, but
that's what I'm saying. The only near the midsole. Speckles really don't have a place other than on the midsole or outsole or whatever. But yeah, I feel you, Matt. All right, cool, man. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
Get yourself some Crazy Explosives. You're gonna love them, man.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
All right, peace. All right, let me try to unmute Slammer.
Hey, can
There
you
you
hear me?
go. Boom.
Hey,
Look,
Yo.
see, it works. It was just
I had
Matt.
to
Sorry,
mute
man.
myself.
Oh,
Oh.
there you go.
That'll
All right.
work.
All right, man. First, before I talk about you, where are you from, man?
Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Iowa? How? Okay, so see,
Yeah.
I only know. Okay, so is that close to Cleveland or what?
Like 8 hours.
8 hours. So
It's close enough.
Are you closer to Cincinnati?
Still about 8 hours.
Okay, so you're in the middle of nowhere. That's cool. So are you a Cavs fan though?
I'm in Iowa, which is
Oh,
next to
Iowa. I thought you
Wisconsin.
meant
Iowa.
Ohio.
Oh, no,
Okay, so
Iowa.
you're in
Iowa.
Iowa. Isn't that where Kyle Korver's from?
I'm about to pull up
Yeah,
a map right
yeah.
now.
Kyle Korver's from there. Right. Who else? I know there's another guy that's from Iowa. Who else?
There used to be a Hawks player back in the 80s.
Okay. I'm blinking on the name. But Iowa. Okay. So hit us with your thoughts on the Harden one.
A lot of boosts. It looks like at the first image I saw the back, and it looked like there was so much boost back there. And then you see the front, it just looks like the crazy lights.
Mm-hmm.
The front does look like the crazy lights. For sure.
Yeah, but
totally.
that's the same thing I saw with the roses too. They all look like the crazy lights boost.
Mm-hmm. Are you playing in any of the current Adidas models?
No, the nearest thing I got is these. It's the
right
15s.
15s.
Right. Yeah, those don't even compare to the new stuff.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, the materials on those were still pretty good.
No, I'm talking just boost levels.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
It's not comparable.
Yeah.
So,
all right. What do you think about the Chris Paul 10s? Have you ever played in a Chris Paul shoe?
I played in the 7. I'm still in the 7s. I play those for my outdoor shoes.
I love
those outdoors.
I love those.
I like those.
Yeah.
You have the AE version or the regular version?
I think the regular. I'm fairly sure it's the it's the regs.
Not the all fuse ones, right?
No, the fusion mesh.
Okay, yeah, you're good then.
So does the CP10 intrigue you or no?
I think if they would have got rid of that cage, it would have been way better.
Really?
I think it would have looked like the 29 low without the cage, but
true.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Maybe that's why I like how they look, like the visual. So,
yeah, like that woven looks exactly like the 29s, like those playoff 29s.
Yeah, I really like the way that the shoe silhouette looks. It's just when you turn the lights on, you're like, oh, you kind of need to be drunk to see it.
Yeah.
I agree. So what do you think about Jordan Brand giving their athletes signature models? Do you think would you rather them just not have a signature model for these guys? Because Jordan Brand in itself is a signature line. It's based off of a guy. So it's not only is it kind of weird, but then people just don't seem to be interested into their signature model. So what do you think? Should they continue and just try to make it better, or should they just cut him off?
I think if they had everyone playing in the 31, more people would buy the 31.
Exactly.
I think so too, man. That's a good comment, brother.
Like the thing is, when you have all that Jordan branding on the 31, why not just slap a Westbrook logo on there too and call it a day?
Yeah, see, I think that would be cool. So if they had everyone playing in a 31, but there was a Kawhi colorway with his logo and a CP one with his logo, like CP would wear the low if they make one, that would be cool. And then that could be kind of like their signatures, but not really. Because the thing that's baffling to me is, like we talked about it earlier, is like Blake Griffin doesn't have a model. Yeah, he's probably their most marketable guy. He's the guy that does all the cool commercials, and he's the funny guy. He doesn't get a signature model. But then you got guys like Melo and CP who, they're marketable, but really by how much? So I agree. If they were all just in the 31s, like you said, I mean, I think it would do wonders for the brand. But yeah, I agree with you, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you catch us on the next one, man. We appreciate you.
I will.
All right, man.
Good one.
Peace.
All right, bye.
I mean, it sounded like he said Ohio.
Where did he say? He said Idaho?
Iowa. See, you
Iowa.
even forgot.
That's because I have a horrible memory.
Yeah. So we're gonna sum things up so we get out of here. The Harden one, I think, while I do think it's too early to fully judge it, I wouldn't be surprised if it came out and people still didn't warm up to it because it left such a bad taste in people's mouths. What do you think?
Yeah, that one I cannot pinpoint. It's weird because there seems to be quite a bit of excitement for the shoe, for him to have a signature, but then when they saw it, they were like, whoa, what was that?
You know, you bring up an interesting point right there where people are excited about his signature. And I think people are excited about signatures in general so that they could use how that shoe is into the way they talk about that player. So, you know, like people, you know, Curry,
instead of having
talk crap about Curry, except if you don't like his shoe.
Yeah.
Because he was performing well on the court up until the finals. But, you know, so then people use his shoe. Oh, he's with Under Armour. And they use that to talk crap about him. So I think that signature shoes now are kind of like a tool people can use for or against the player, you know?
Yeah. I just think that, like, you know, there's going to be the people that are blind towards everything, which is fine because, like, you're a fan of them. You know what I mean? So you want to support the player.
Right.
So, like, maybe you don't like the LeBron, whatever number they're on, but you're a big LeBron fan, so you buy his shoe every year. It's completely normal. So I think that there's going to be those people, but what they have to do, it's almost like what DC has to do with their movies. Is like you can't just cater to the people that read your comic books. You got to appease everybody, or try to. You know what I mean? Like you got to try to broaden out your scope there, because you need other people other than diehards to buy into your stuff. So
don't even get me started.
I was just using that as an example. That's all.
Okay, so all right, so the CP3 and our thoughts on that. I think that I don't mind a cage, but I can't disagree with the fact that it would have looked pretty nice without it.
Yeah.
You like the speckles. I don't like the speckles. You don't like the tech. I don't care, because who cares about the CP3 line, honestly?
Well, that's the main part, is that people aren't caring about those lines. So I think what we were talking about earlier, and what we were just talking about, is that they need to scrap these team shoes that don't sell and really heavily focus on the flop that is the signature model every year, because they've flopped since the 30s flopped. The 29s kind of were a flop depending on the area. A lot of people bought them once they started getting discounted.
The price was the problem.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? But I think that it would help out if people just saw it everywhere. Like people see the Hyperdunk on everybody. So they just think that that's a good shoe, you know, because everybody's wearing it. So
yeah.
So I think that needs to be the Jordan brand's new focus, is like, hey, let's make sure that everybody on our roster is being seen in our main shoe, because that's the shoe, you know. So and like we were just saying with Chris Paul's shoe, is that the main focal point is the logo, which is another person's person, you know. Like it's not CP3 on the side of that shoe, it's Jordan. So you're constantly just living in his shadow. So it's not a good player to come after, you know what I mean?
Right. I mean, just think about back in the day where there were no signature models for Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't matter. No one was like, oh, I need a Eddie Jones signature model. No one said that. Although Eddie Jones isn't the player Chris Paul or Melo, or really that's it. You know what I mean?
Even then, though, his signature shoe was never called like the Eddie Jones 1 or whatever, the EJ1. You know what I mean? It was called the Jumpman Pro Quick.
Yeah.
It was called the Jumpman Swift 6.
But,
like it was like
he was the guy in it.
Yeah, but they were very smart about the branding. You know what I mean? It was a Jordan brand shoe. So,
but now people are getting signatures left and right.
Exactly, and that's where I think things started getting ruined, especially now that Chinese brands are entering the game. No offense to any of those brands, but it opens the floodgates to everybody feeling like they deserve a signature, and a signature shoe should be like few and far between. You know what I mean?
Matthew Dellavedova, Luis Scola,
Yeah.
AG Rajon Rondo can get his signature, but John
Shane-
Wall can't.
Shane Battier. You know what I mean? Like you remember? So it's like, man, it's just, you know, I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I just don't feel like everybody doesn't need a signature. So
True. But if that's what they're offering, these players are going to take it, right? So
no, because that's the thing is that like, especially if you think about this current generation of NBA athletes where they all grew up kind of like what we did as sneaker lovers, that's the dream, is to make it to the NBA and get a signature shoe. It's no longer just making it to the NBA. You know what I mean? So,
we agree. So there you go. Our thoughts and the people's thoughts on the Chris Paul 10.
That's my favorite part about doing the Trash Talk Lives, is bringing people on now. Like, that's like, I think it's so fun being able to hear everybody else.
This interface could do just a little bit better.
Yeah, hopefully Google gets an upgrade next week.
But maybe they'll pull a Jordan brand and be like, you know what? We don't have to improve. Just, just forget it.
It's fine the way it is. In fact, remove stuff.
Right. So there you go. Boom. Our thoughts on the Harden 1 to CP3.10. If you like this kind of video, be sure to thumbs it up. Let us know what you want to talk in the next one. And, you know, we'll do it. If you guys support it, boom, we'll do it. We love having you guys on. Just like Chris said, it's his favorite part. So, yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.